What's going on, guys? So another Grail retro pickup. It is the re-release. These came out this year. Pretty excited to get them. This is the Air Jordan Retro 13 in the playoff colorway. As you can see here, black, true red, and white. My typical size of 8.5. So we're going to bust these open, take a look around, and then we're going to check them out on feet. So stay tuned. So, I did pick these up via eBay. So, they were authenticated. All original everything. Here we have the eBay tag. It comes clipped to them after they get authenticated. So, we're going to put that one to the side. And we'll grab the other shoe that does not have that authentication tag on it. We'll take a look around. Some of you that have been watching the channel recently know that I picked up the 2017 release of the white and red Chicago colorway. So we're kind of going to be comparing the leather quality of that. I have some 05 low tops I picked up as well, but here we have it. All black. Ooh, boy, this just screams 8th grade to me, because that's when these originally came out. Yellow Jordan hit, yellow ring with the red Jumpman, which was unique to this as far as the original colorways. This was the only one with the ring around the Jumpman. So, decent feel to this tumbled leather. I mean, it's clearly synthetics. You can see in the grain that the leather quality is actually not all that bad when you look at the grain. So, synthetic, like Durabuck-like material running along the tongue with perforations. And then same thing here. This is kind of a... It's actually decent for a synthetic suede. It has the rough grain to it, but like the frayed fuzziness of it, but it definitely doesn't feel premium, but it's okay. It has some softness to the phylon in the material, but you have the white lugs. Here on the bottom you have this very high-vis yellow Jumpman jewel in the middle. Herringbone traction pods has the gray instead of the red from the last round that they released this colorway. It was red instead of gray right here. And then let's take a look here. It looks like the carbon fiber, but you know, knowing the way they cut corners these days, I'm not sure it feels like it is. It doesn't, to touch it doesn't feel like the TPU plastic, but I could be wrong with the torsion plate. Who knows? But I mean, I'm not hooping in these anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Toe down view. So decent feel to the leather in the toe box, because that's the biggest telltale sign of decent quality on these, because they usually have a pretty good feel to the side panels with the leather on these 13s, at least the ones I've had been around recently. Not terrible. Not terrible. Doesn't feel like complete cheap crap. Like it's decent, I have to say. I feel like they did a decent job on the quality. They're not as good as they could be, but they're still decent. Let's unlace them just a little bit so we can get in there a little bit more. So tongue's not quite as plush. It's not as thick as the 2017 Chicago releases, but here's the tag. Anybody that wants to read the tag, there you go. Information has the cover on the hologram, which I'll peel off, no big deal. Not something that I have to leave on. I'm not the type that's going to tape the painted Jumpman on the insole, which, let's see if you can, it's removable. Feel like it's glued down, so I'm not going to bother with it. I'm sure it's a cheap ass insole, but I'm not going to tape it because I don't plan on ever reselling these down the line or anything like that. Like I said, not the best looking quality in the world, but they're decent. They are decent, I have to say. Excited to have them, though. I always wanted these as a kid, just like the white and reds. So, in order, my favorite Jordans of all time. The Obsidian 12s, which I did have an original pair of dead stock and sold several years back. I had them for many years, just kind of had them. The white and red 13s, which I bought the 2017 release recently. Then these and the playoff 12s, which I do have coming as well, are all my top few favorite J's ever created. So I'm kind of knocking them off the bucket list. So let's check these bad boys out on feet.